So let me know if this has happened to you. This is a new one for me, and I wanted everybody to be aware, and I wanted to share my experience. I had 2 partials booked from McGuire Air Force Base. One was on the McGuire side and one was on the Fort Dix side. So it's all a joint base, so once you get past security, basically it's one building and the next. Pretty standard. I go over to the McGuire side and I pick up 4 boxes of helicopter rotors. Basically they're headed down to Cherry Point to get sharpened, and then somebody will bring them back. The next pickup over on the Fort Dix side, here's where things get a little, I want to say, interesting as far as brokers go. I go over to the Fort Dix side and I walk into the building and I say, hey, my name's Tim, I'm with Pocket Trucking, I'm here to pick up. It was like 5 feet, 2,000 pounds. It was, I think, some parts for an Humvee, packed in one of those cans, basically, is what it was. So the guy walks outside with me and we're talking, and he's like, oh, you're a hot shot. I said, yeah, I'm a hot shot. And he said, I can't load you. And I said, well, what do you mean you can't load me? I have Raycon here, nothing says that you can't. And he says, hold on, I want to show you something because this is happening more and more. This staff sergeant was in charge of all the shipping here at this point of the base, and he was clearly annoyed. And I didn't know why, and then he started explaining why. And this is the information that I want to pass on to you. Staff sergeant expressed his frustration because of 2 things. So one is, clearly on the BOL, it says no hot shots. Literally highlighted, asterisk. He picked it up and I'm like, yeah, it's right there. That was one thing. The second thing he told me is this naughty little thing that brokers are now doing. This sergeant actually made a phone call for me to find out what the rate was for a full flatbed on a governmental contract. So the broker was getting paid $6 a mile. 6. It was a 1,000-mile trip, so that's $6,000. You want to know what I negotiated for the rate? $2.10. So that means $4 a mile went to that damn broker. This is where that transparency thing comes in. If he had to disclose that he was making $6 a mile, my negotiating power would have been much better. Here's the angle brokers are using. They're sending a hot shot to pick up a semi-load. They're negotiating semi-rates. I got on the phone with them. I said, hey, they can't load me because I'm a hot shot. She said, yeah, okay, that's fine, and we'll just give you a truck I used. So I got $150 out of that deal, but I lost $2.10 on a Thursday. That was supposed to be my weekend load. And for them, it's no big deal because they're still in the green. They're gonna send a semi for $6 an hour. They paid me $150. They're probably gonna pay that semi maybe $3 a mile. They're still making $3 a mile plus my lousy $150 subtract. I mean, this is why we need transparency. Don't be fooled by this shit.